Have you ever woke up and thought that you aren't necessarily failing at life, but you aren't really winning either? If you were to write aspects of your life on a piece of paper, you would see that overall you may have a lot more going for you that many people don't. But with that, you still feel stuck, you still feel disconnected, and you may even feel like you're drifting through life instead of actually living through it. This is what it means to feel lost. And no, this isn't a personal problem. This is a stage of your life that you are living through that nobody has really ever told you about. I have found, especially in your 20s, that it's not supposed to feel stable, which is unfortunate because who doesn't like stability in their lives? It also makes it 10 times worse with the presence of social media where people in your same exact age group seem to have everything figured out. Beautiful houses, expensive cars, six-figure dropshipping stores that bring in thousands of dollars a week or maybe even a day, an hour. But in reality, this period of life is a grind. So no, you're not broken, you're not behind. You just have soul searching to do. So let's go ahead and jump into why this happens and how I believe one can overcome it. People can feel lost for many reasons. From personal experience, I have felt lost due to jumping between identities. This part of life forces you to realize that you are no longer a child, but you also aren't who you want to become as an adult. Within this transition, many people have feelings of emptiness, pressure, confusion. But when these feelings arrive, you need to not take them as surface level depression symptoms or sadness, but more so of a personal call for transition. What makes this transition incredibly hard is the vast amount of directions you could go. You could do anything, you could be anything, which in theory sounds great, and maybe even to some adventurous. But all this brings is the sense of being paralyzed, where you're not really ever able to act on anything. With that, it further brings you into a state of feeling lost. Your mind is always in a state of overstimulation. All the noise, whether it be people in your life or influencers you watch online, all that is happening is that they are pulling you into 20 different directions on how to live your life. Now, while hearing all these perspectives, many people actually never listen to the most important perspective that knows the most, which would be yourself. Without this ability to sit in silence and reflect to yourself, the void between you and your dream life grows bigger and bigger. The biggest lie that I have heard about overcoming the feeling of being lost is the thought of figuring life out first before doing anything. Which, with this viewpoint, you are putting an open ended goal in front of you that you will soon start to realize is not attainable. Nobody has everything figured out. You need clarity. Clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from action. Taking action doesn't take you down a never ending slope of planning, overthinking, waiting. It gets the ball rolling and puts you on the path to figuring life out. So you may be saying, okay, I completely get what you're saying, but where do I begin? Well, the first thing that I have found is to shrink down your goal timeline. You can't design your whole life in one night and follow it without any issues. Sometimes life gets in the way, unplanned issues arise, and it becomes unattainable. I believe that planning on 90 days or even up to a year out is the best way to create identities that you'll actually stick to. And yes, there's a reason why I said identities, not goals. So ask yourself, what can I improve on in 3 months? Or what direction do I personally see myself in a year? Taking 60 or so years out of your planning will shrink your workload and make it mentally so much more achievable. So, next is to build identities, not goals. Building goals is fine, but the thing with goals is that they expire. Identities last a lifetime. A goal could be that you want to be successful, but again, this goal leads you down a rabbit hole of open ended avenues. Instead, you want to build skills, values, or just overall discipline, which will then lead to success. Identity makes decisions automatic and not just a guessing game. Now, I have always found that less is more, especially on the topic of feeling lost. When you assign yourself with identities, you should choose one life pillar. This could be going to the gym, it could be learning skills to further your career, it could be perfecting a craft or a hobby that you enjoy. Focus your life on things that will get you ahead or on things that you care about. No matter how silly they are, no matter how dumb they may seem, You know yourself best, and these are things that you will stick to. Having this feeling of stability in one life pillar will translate to all other areas of your life. With this, you can stop searching for purpose and start creating value. So questions can arise once you begin to get good at this. You might ask yourself, what value can I create from knowing this? Or who can I help? Where it's no longer, how do I get good at this? It's like, okay, I'm good at this. Now, how can I translate this into helping people? How can I translate this into making money? How can I translate this into benefiting myself in some other type of way? Asking these questions will further increase your value and then will contribute to happiness and self worth, which is so important when it comes to feeling lost. Once you gain happiness and self worth, you will then really understand the meaning of life, if there truly is one, and you will really be on your way to not feeling lost and to figuring out what your life holds for you. Always keep moving forward even when you aren't ready. You will never fully feel ready. Movement builds confidence, action builds clarity, and momentum builds identity. So, in closing, I just want to reiterate what I have been saying here. Feeling lost does not mean that you're failing. It means that you're in the middle of figuring out who you want to be, and you just simply aren't there yet. Keep building your life on things that you enjoy, cut out the noise, add structure and discipline, and you are well on your way to attaining whatever you wish to attain in your life. So that's it for me today, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, consider subscribing. I want to do a lot more videos like this on this channel. I want this to be kind of like a safe space for everybody that could, explain themselves, explain things they went through. I would love to, whoever's watching this video, if you want to leave a comment letting me know of a certain thing that you feel lost about, or maybe if you have any other ideas on what I could have added into this video, I would really appreciate it. I would love to hear from you guys. Yeah, and that's all from me. So I appreciate you guys. Take care.